Hey guys, how's it going? It's NorCal Dude 599, and right over here in front of me is the BaoFeng UV-5RV2 Plus. Now this is going to be my last radio that I'm going to be reviewing, so let's get started. The BaoFeng UV-5RV2 Plus is a ham radio, scanner, etc. I bought this off of Amazon for about $25. So they're actually not bad in terms of pricing. It has 9 buttons down here, and each button has a different function. Over here we have a menu button, have an up down arrow, and an exit. Over here we have the light, where basically tells you that broadcast is being received, and then when the broadcast is done, the light shuts off. Over here is the VFO/MR, and my camera decided to stop focusing. Thank you. And then we have A and B right here. On the side right here we have a call button, which also push it to FM mode. Yes, this thing is also FM receiver. Well, FM radio. Right here is the push to talk button, which I'll go over this and if you own one of these, then you should not push this button. And then right here we have a monitor button, which is basically the light right here. It turns on this light. And then right here we have a detachable antenna, which you can place any kind of antenna as long as it uses this type of antenna connector. I guess you could call it that. See, it just goes back on like this. Up here is the LED light. Right here is actually the on-off switch and also volume. On the side you have right here for plugging in a microphone. It's got this nice little cover that, so you close that. In the back, it's the rechargeable battery. This push button detaches the battery off of the unit. See, and this is the 1800 milliamp hour battery that this radio comes with. There's also a bigger battery, and it's basically almost double the size of this one, and it's a 36 milliamp hour. Right here we have the charging cradle. This obviously charges the radio. In the back, charging cradle is really light, and it's got power status. It alternates from green to red. Red means that the radio is charging, green means that it's fully charged. And right here it's the port for the power supply, and the power supply, the AC adapter, is right here. The AC adapter is uses. Again, even the AC adapter is very light too. Speaking of light, it's got a red LED light right there, and it tells you that when you plug this adapter into the wall, it lights up. But yeah, again, it's very light. It's about as light as the charging cradle, so that's pretty unique. And it's there we go, 10 volt DC, 0.5 amp, etc. That's pretty cool. Okay, now we'll go back to the radio. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it on.
Frequency mode.
That beeping sound is basically what you'll hear every time you first turn on the radio. As you see, I have it set to 2 different frequencies. One is my local sheriff's office, and the other one is
64.
Obviously the weather. I'm going to put that back there. Again, I use this for monitoring purposes. I'm not talking through this thing, because then that's considered talking through government frequencies, and you can get in serious trouble for that. So that's where I come back to this let me turn this off so that way I don't push this button. Unless if you're a certified ham radio operator, or if you have your ham license, you cannot push this button. Because again, it's would be considered talking on government reserve frequencies, and that could get you in a lot of trouble by the FCC. So if you're going to get one of these, be really careful when it comes to touching this button, because again, you could get in trouble by the FCC. Oh yeah, right here is the microphone. This thing is the giant speaker. So now I'm going to turn the radio back on again.
Frequency mode.
Now I'm going to demo the light. Light's pretty bright. Hey, that rhymed. So you see it's a bright LED light. And then again, A and B just, switches between the different frequencies that you have preset. So if I push this button, it'll switch to channel mode, which I still don't know how the channel mode works.
Frequency mode.
So for now, I just leave this on frequency mode. And then this button right here is basically switches to FM. And obviously I just turned that down because, FM radio equals copyrighted music equals no good on YouTube. But I will put it to 94.7 just for the heck of it, just to show you that it does work. See, it does work. So now I'm going to put it back on frequency mode. And then you have up here is, oh, light went out. Then you have up here your, let me get the stylus really quick. Oh, we got some talking.
I'll be out at 19092.
Okay, basically it's again, it's the sheriff's office throughout the county. So yeah, right here you have the battery indicator. This means that I have it set to low transmission, so that way if I do have a ham license, then I could actually transmit on here, but it'll only go out so far. Yeah. And then we'll get access to the menu. Oh yeah, again with the green light, obviously you're receiving you're receiving the broadcast, and then once it's done, then the light goes out. See, just like that. See, just like that. So I guess in conclusion, let's see, how can I rate this? How can I rate the BaoFeng? I guess it's pretty good, in terms of if you're only gonna use this thing for monitoring purposes like me, then yeah, I would suggest it. But if you're gonna be talking on this thing, better off just getting a ham license first, and then basically start talking on there. But again, in terms of a rating for this BaoFeng, I'll probably give it about a 4.5 out of 5. Again, mainly because of the issue where you can't really talk on here unless if you have a ham license. But if you're only going to be using this for monitoring purposes, it's pretty good. I highly suggest you get one of these. Let's take a look at its accessories one more time. There you go. So yeah, I guess that's about it. This has been a review of the BaoFeng UV-5RV2 Plus. As you can see right about here. Can't really see because my camera is stupid sometimes and will only focus when it wants to. There we go. See, UV-5RV2 Plus. There are other versions of BaoFeng out there, but this one is basically the one that I got because I know another person that has this exact model. So yeah, I decided to go with that one. So this is NorCal Dude 599 again with the review of the BaoFeng UV-5RV2 Plus, and I guess I will see you guys next time.